Lekki Masquerade. Malami put to shame as NSAS report confirms Nnamdi Kanu. Ipob's innocence. See what Kanu was accused of. You're welcome to the news. The news details. Alo Ejimako, Special Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, a pro-Biafra agitator, has reacted to the Lagos State NSAS panel report. Ejimako said, contrary to claims by the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the report exonerated Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, of any involvement in the protests. Ejimako recalled how Malami had accused Kanu of ordering Ipob members to burn down the palace of the Oba of Lagos. Malami had alleged that the Ipob leader had hijacked the NSAS protests. He claimed that the Biafra agitator took advantage of the NSAS protests to create mayhem that led to the death of security agents. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, said Kanu seized the protests through subversive and inciting statements. But the Lagos NSAS panel report, as released earlier in the week, had no mention of Kanu hijacking the protests. Reacting, Ejimako berated Malami of failing to mention those killed during the protests. Ejimako said, the report exonerated my client, Nnamdi Kanu, and the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. If you recall, on October 22, a day after the last two hearings, after which my client pleaded not guilty to the 7 amended charges, the Attorney General came out with a press release, which he reeled out very wild allegations that were not on the amended charges. One of the principal allegations he made against Nnamdi Kanu was that the ringleader in the NSAS protest, was that he was a ringleader in the NSAS protest. He claimed that Kanu sent his members, Ipob, to burn down the palace of the Oba of Lagos. Malami made a lot of allegations against Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob regarding the NSAS protest, and was silent on the innocent citizens that were massacred. Now, this report that came out has confirmed that innocent citizens as high as 11 were massacred. I have a copy of the report and I went through it. There is no single indictment of Nnamdi Kanu or Ipob members. Concerning the NSAS protest that happened in Lagos Lekki Toll Gate, October 20, 2020, where unarmed youths lent out their voices to end the SARS that were killing and doing all sorts of things to the youth. But the army shot them, and this killed a lot of youths. And the Attorney General of the Federation has said that the NSAS protest was done by Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob members. That it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave out the instruction and even burning down of the Oba of Lagos Palace. And Malami has failed to even list out the names of those that were killed during the protests. During that protest, a lot of lives has gone with the protest. And yet, the federal government and this Alami are not saying the truth. They are putting everything on Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob. But looking at the list that came out, it has been seen that 11 citizens were massacred, and it has no traces of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Ipob. About the Lekki massacre, Lai Mohammed, federal government silent on NSAS report. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has remained silent days after the release of the Lagos NSAS panel report. The panel has released its report, in which it described the Lekki Tollgate incident as a massacre, contrary to the hard stance of Mohammed. On October 20, 2020, soldiers had shot and killed some Nigerian youths protesting against police brutality under the tag NSAS at the Lekki Tollgate in Lagos State. While the soldiers drafted to the scene to contain the protest, allegedly shot and killed protesters. DJ Swish had transmitted the incident live to the world via her social media handles. Following the incident, CNN had carried out an investigation in which it affirmed the killings of protesters by the soldiers drafted to the Lekki Tollgate. Dismayed, Mohammed has denied claims that soldiers had shot protesters, while accusing DJ Swish of trying to destabilize the country. Mohammed also claimed that some proponents of the protest used the alleged massacre to paint the president, Muhammadu Buhari-led government, in bad light before the international community. In a series of press conferences, the minister denied that nobody was killed when soldiers invaded the protest scene. He described the NSAS massacre at Lekki Tollgate as false, requesting for the bodies of those killed. Mohammed also maintained that the narrative by CNN that soldiers shot live bullets at the Lekki Tollgate in Lagos State was fake news. He had tagged the widespread report as phantom massacre at Lekki Tollgate, which should be disregarded. This Lekki NSAS protest, the people that are involved must face the law, because the lives of the youths that has gone will speak. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day.